Hello guys, and welcome to a new video. Today we're gonna be installing the TurboSmart ECBV that Elevate provided. They have those in stock. You should really get it. Helps you hold boost. It's quicker for recirculation as well. And as you can see, the car is already in pieces. I'm doing this because it's drastically more accessible from the top. So I'm doing the J-pipe right now, so you can see, you probably watched that in the latest video. But from the top you can access the ECBV way easier than having to put the car on a lift, take the inner fender well, and then access it from there with a bunch of extensions. Alright, so once you take the J-pipe out, you're gonna be able to see. I'm gonna try and have a manual focus so you guys can see better. There you go. So that here, the black box that is on the turbo, is the ECBV. So on those cars, instead of being 100% mechanical with the TCV, it actually is electronic as well. So you see the connector on it. It's important to deconnect it, and then you have three small bolts. You can see one of them. It's hard to see with the camera because it's too tight and my camera is too big to go inside, but you can see all three of them. I'm gonna take them out and show you guys once it's off the car. It's very important to clean the surface before you put the new one in. Alright, so as for the ECBV, Elevate was more than right. It's actually need to be on the side. I do have to say that only being accessible from the side is a bit hard. Both is perfect, but I'm gonna move some cars, put it on the lift and double check. The reason being is that this is the new hardware, but keep in mind mine is practically 10 years old. It's in there and it's rusted, so it's extremely hard for me to align the Allen key and then hit it with a hammer to make sure it's properly in. That being said, if it's one teeth on the side, I would just strip it. So I'm not gonna take that chance, especially it being so not accessible over there. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Alright, so here's the stock ECBV, and this is a TurboSmart one provided by Elevate. You can see the old hardware was super rusted, and one of them was almost stripped. So good thing Elevate provides some brand new ones, and you can see the difference in design. So it's a bit more bulky, however better flow. So here it's all rubber, spring is not as strong, and it's one small circle for the recirculation. In that case, you have grooves on each side, and you have a middle diaphragm that you can open that way. It's hard to show, and the shape of it is also optimized for better flow. I'm going to be putting the brand new TurboSmart one inside the car, and then I'll be putting some sound clips so you guys can see. I have to say that, once again, like I said, it was better to do the two bottom bolts using the lift, and then the top bolt, in my opinion, was impossible from the inner fender well. So I was here and my cousin helped me. He was down there. I would guide him, put the Allen key in the right screw. Alrighty, so it is installed on the car. Man, what a job! I don't wish it on my worst enemy. It's such a hard job. I'm gonna lower the brightness a bit. There you go. So if you are to look here, you can see it. The clean, now I have to re-clean it. That's the intake in the inlet, and that's the ECBV. You can see the pins, make sure it's connected properly. And so, like I said before, if you can look, I'm gonna try to manually focus. There's two shiny bolts there. There's another one underneath, but it's very hard to see from here, so I had to do it from down there. That was the only way. There is no possible way, unless I maybe had an extremely thin 5mm Allen socket or long key or something, it was super hard to do and barely accessible. I have big hands, and even if I had smaller hands, I generally think it would have been still as hard. I don't think there's any other way. Even when doing it from the inner fender well, there's so many tight angles to do. Man, it's a nightmare. It's a very big job. I'm really trying my best to show you guys the steps, but while I'm doing it, I'm kneeling down on the engine and have my half my arms inside of the firewall, so it's impossible for me to record, and even if I put a tripod or something, there's nothing to see. And there it is, everything is back on. I'm gonna do a quick sound clip. Obviously for me it's gonna be checking, making sure there's no leaks, the ECBV is working correctly. So I'm gonna put you on a tripod and turn on the car. I tested it just before, but I'm gonna retest it, and I'm telling you, there's a big difference. I can't wait to put the Elevate open air box. That thing is gonna sound insane. I really can't wait. I'm gonna be taking the hood insulation off as well, so I can hear it even more when I'm in the cabin driving. There goes nothing. I adjusted the volume levels to be the exact as the first time I recorded the original sound. So I'm really excited to see, and especially on like my PC once I'm done editing and listening with my earphone, because every time I get it, it's either I'm listening through my camera or my phone, so it's not super. But here goes nothing. And there it is, guys. It's all installed. Extremely pleased. Such a subtle look. I'm gonna be doing something here. Not too sure, but I'm definitely gonna do something there. And 1000% getting the open air box so I can hear more of it. Dude, I'm so happy. The engine bay does need a detailing, so it looks even better, but unfortunately I have to go back to university, so I'm doing my very best. All the episodes on the S80 that you saw were filmed on a 2-day span, so I've done the most that I can, but I hope it was entertaining for you guys and as precise as possible. I know I didn't show everything. It is extremely hard to do so. As always, if you have any questions or criticism, feel free to comment down below, and I'll be sure to take the time and respond to each comment. Thank you guys, and bye bye.